and his uncle and aunt, kind of revealing the fact to us that Devon Sawa's character is a twin, which has caused a lot of Chucky speculation to wonder, is Chucky returning to his hometown because there's some sort of unknown relative that we don't know about? Don't you be forgetting when Chucky went ahead and had a little spanky panky with Tiffany, he gave birth to twins, Glenn and Glenda. Again, just speculation for now, not enough detail to know. But here is kind of one of my iffy negatives so far with the show is the character of Junior, because the man just flip-flops around a lot. Like throughout this whole dinner table scene, he was picking on his cousin for obviously being gay by bringing up the fact over and over, but then when we get to the school and he's being picked on by his girlfriend named Lexi Taylor, that right now, other than the father, is my least favorite character, and I can't wait for Chucky to stab her up. But when Lexi is bullying Jake, that's when Junior's like, whoa, you're taking it a little too far, but then he goes back to being mean to him throughout the rest of the episode. It's like Junior. But moving forward with the show here, we do eventually see the abusive side of Jake's father, where he's tired of hearing all these comments about his son's sexuality and thinks it's all linked to his artistry and his doll sculpture, smashing it up in what was a real heartbreaking scene, because I can only imagine that statue took forever to build, and also being a really great reason now for why Jake would take that doll to school. Because when I was looking at the trailers, I'm like, why is this kid taking Chucky to school? Do you want to be bullied more, kid? But it's because he finds out that these Chucky dolls are worth a lot of money, so he's trying to protect his investment before his dad smashes that up. So I get that now. And was it just me, or was anyone else getting some weird vibes from the teacher that Jake had in his science class? No, I'm not talking about them kind of weird vibes, although, if she rolls that way, I'm ready for you, Mrs. Kettlewell. I think it's just the fact that she has orange hair, and I'm just desperately trying to find Glenn and Glenda in this show, hoping that they appear. But I just got the triggering thought that something was up with her whenever she was punishing Lexi, and then she turned off the lights to the room and closed her in with the Chucky doll. It just kind of felt like maybe she knows something. From there, the show started building up the romance between Jake and Devon's character, which I thought was really sweet and nice. I kind of like their banter back and forth. It doesn't feel too Riverdale or teenage angst where I'm like, oh, this is Chucky, I want to see some stabbing. It's like, no, we need some character development, so I thought this was good. But then Devon really messed it up when he asked Jake to be part of his podcast to talk about bullying. Man, I would have been offended too. As that's happening though, we do get to see that the teacher is locking away the Chucky doll. Now this really reminded me of the scene from Child's Play 2 where the teacher took away Andy's doll and locked it away, only this time Jake asked the teacher to lock it away for him. From there we see that Jake is now back home and is responding to a lot of people who want to buy his Chucky doll since he posted it online to sell, giving out his number to one specific person who does not waste any time to call him, and every Chucky fan should know that is the voice of Alex Vincent, aka Andy Barkley, from the original Child's Play movies. Now, I say this with all love and respect to Alex Vincent, because I'm happy to have him part of the show. The voice acting through the phone was not doing it for me, okay? I'm just being honest, it sounded very much read from the page, and some of that line delivery. But still, the fact that Andy Barkley is in the real world constantly checking up
Welcome
on
to
dolls that are posted online to
my
sell because he knows he
stream.
can get rid of them. I think that's
Everyone,
I can't wait for him to finally
this
show
will be on
up. Jake confirms
YouTube.
that his name is Chucky,
Yeah.
but also when the doll shows back up into his life, he takes Andy's advice of checking the batteries like Karen did in the original Child's Play. Also want to point out here that when he's doing internet research on Charles Lee Ray, he basically finds out information from the first 3 Child's Play movies. As you can see, the first couple of lines here is about the first movie. Then we have the teacher that dies, that's from Child's Play 2, and then the CEO of PlayPal, that's from the opening of Child's Play 3. Leading me to my favorite scene out of this entire episode is Chucky crashing the talent show at Jake's school. And this is what I love about the TV series. They are not holding back on Chucky. He is full throttle. I thought they were going to be real slow with it, but just seeing the way he whispers to Jake ears like, follow my lead, do as I say. And then the other thing that I think they're actually getting perfect in this show is blending in Chucky's humor with being creepy. The things I kind of hated later on with Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky is that they did not know how to balance the humor that Chucky has, and he became more of a comedian and less threatening. Where here, I thought they did a good job of invading the personal privacy of Lexi.
Boom! Here's Lexi's search history. She's into Pokemon porn.
We're not so different.
Showing that she's a cheater, her weird Google search history. Like, Chucky is diabolical and just ruined the popular girl's reputation in one sitting. That was freaking awesome. But two other things you want to catch from this talent show is Chucky did bring up the fact that Jake's Aunt Bree has a secret. At first I thought maybe this is the person that Chucky is going after and the reason he returned to his hometown, some sort of connection with his aunt, but it could just be a reference to the fact that Chucky listened into her phone call earlier in the episode, and that's the secret that Chucky knows about now. The other thing I want you guys to also notice is that Lexi's younger sister starts to smile and stare at Chucky, almost looking up to him like, hey, my sister who's a bully to me, you just stood up to her, I love you, I want this doll. And the last time Chucky was owned by a little girl named Allison, he possessed her in the movies and used her body to do some killing until someone eventually killed her. We'll see if Chucky repeats that same fate with this little girl. Eventually leading us to Jake going back home and his father knowing that he's been expelled from school from his little ventriloquist act with Chucky, having a big confrontation about Jake's sexuality and how the father just doesn't like that. I know some of y'all think it's forced or an agenda, but I feel like this is the stuff that makes the show a lot more interesting and compelling, because there are people out there dealing with these same kind of situations, and I think it's really cool for the show to tackle this stuff. But here's also where we get the setup for Chucky's big throw-up kill, as we see that he chugged.
That's fine. I know what I'm getting ready to freaking not do.
Alright, let's do this, people. Hi. Make sure stuff works.
Down the father's entire bottle of whiskey, so when he goes down to check on the
I am Charlie D'Amelio from TikTok.
I don't know how Charlie blew up. They're normal kids.
power, and Chucky's right there, ready to just vomit it all out as he electrocutes the dad to death. Now, I completely understand everybody who thought this was really silly and dumb, especially being one of our first big kills for the show. And I'll admit, I'm even 50-50 on it, because while I thought the throwing up was weird, I think it is when you kind of see Devin Sawa get electrocuted, and he looks like some sort of actor at Six Flags. That's no offense or anything to Devin Sawa. I think he's doing a really good job acting-wise. I guess it just must be a little weird trying to pretend like you're electrocuted. And I do imagine this kill is a callback to the electrocution scene from the first Child's Play. But when the cops eventually show up, one of them being the mother of Devin Lopez, the love interest for our main character, she really seems to be suspicious of Jake Weber, and for good reason, letting the death go for now as an accident, but wanting to keep an eye on Jake as he seems a little suspicious. I also am loving through these interactions is that Jake, although he kinda is 50-50 on knowing that Chucky is alive, knows that if he starts blaming the doll for all this stuff, they'll put him in a mental asylum right away, so he just kinda has to play along with the lie and come up with reasons for why some stuff is happening. Leading us to the end of the show, where Jake will be for the remaining of the season with his aunt and uncle in their big gigantic house, as we get another callback to the original Child's Play, almost line for line, where Jake Weber is trying to threaten Chucky to come to life. But before he can even throw him in that fireplace, Chucky smacks him and comes to life talking to Jake, and it really feels like they're going to be turning Jake into a villain, or that he'll be teeter-tottering, letting the bullying that's happening around him turn him as evil as Chucky. I kind of like that idea. I don't think it'll last, and I think by the end of the season, Jake will learn his ways and not go full evil. But I think this is a refreshing turn of pace, especially since you don't even see him being that sad about his father's death. Which I also may add, I love the joke that Chucky did here when we thought he was describing his a-hole father, but he was actually talking about the cat.
I know an asshole when I see him.
That's my mom. I just couldn't deal.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the cat.
That was hilarious. But that is just episode 1 of the Chucky TV series. Like I said, guys, I'm liking it so far. Yeah, it has a couple of hiccups here and there, and it's a little silly and goofy at parts, but I think it still fits in line with the previous movies, and I'm really intrigued to see what the rest of the story has to offer. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to check back into the channel every week as we recap each episode. But as always, my name is Chucky Boy. Take care.
Yeah. Okay. I don't get this freaking cute crap. I just me Okay, crap. There's tiny cubes, there's giant cubes, all kinds of cubes. You don't think them to bring this back either. This is annoying. I'll try something on it and see it.
Coming for a soccer ball?
Today we ask the age-old question.
Will it protein bar?
Let's talk about that.
I have to have a bit in the background. Focus.
Good
healthy
mythical
fat.
morning.
Well, January's almost over, and maybe that means your New Year's resolution to be fit is no longer working out. But sometimes feeling fit is as simple as chowing down on a good old-fashioned protein bar.
However, there'll be nothing old-fashioned about the protein-filled chew blocks we're gonna be chomping down on today. Will these swole-style culinary curiosities raise the bar or give our stomachs physical and emotional scars? It's time for Will It Protein Bar?
Whether you're into sugary drizzles, chemicals you can't pronounce, or something organic, what makes a protein bar is pretty simple. Number one,
And
it's a
kinda like
bar.
the
It's a
skin.
bar. And two, it's got a high proportion of protein to carbohydrates or fat. So all our bars today will have at least 20 grams of protein.
Ooh, therefore, we thought we'd kick off our mythical protein bar initiation with a delicious breakfast treat that's been seriously lacking in the protein department, the Pop-Tart. And we're calling this one the Squat Tart.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this packaging.
Last year was the first year that I got into the squat. My back's finally in a place where I can squat, bro.
Okay.
You ought to see me squat.
Oh, you ought to see
You
him
ought
squat.
to see me
Is the slimming
squat.
stuff gone? It's
So
like
long.
What your
slimming
Instagram
potatoes or
is
something?
gonna come, is it? No,
I'm thinking about
I mean, who would do that? Who put like the workout stuff on their Instagram?
Terrible narcissist. That's it.
All right, Mythical Chef Josh, tell us what you've done as a. Woo, Daddy! Look at that.
So what I done is I done a Pop-Tart crust bottom. Then I mashed a bunch of strawberry Pop-Tarts with strawberry whey protein, a little bit of almond milk and almond meal. Topped that with a strawberry whey protein glaze and some sprinkles for fun.
You mind if I break it in half?
It
Please
does
do.
look very, very fun. And you know what? It only has 35 grams of sugar.
There's some stevia extract in there.
Well, you know what? Sometimes you need that, like if you're gonna go on like one of those like 100-mile runs, you got a carb load.
Yeah, do some bicep curls, you need to carb load.
Dink it.
Now, I'm not comparing this to Pop-Tarts. I'm comparing it to protein bars, to other protein bars.
This is definitely the best protein bar I've ever eaten.
I think it's pretty dry, but that's just protein bar baseline. You're gonna have to chew it a lot, even give your mouth a little workout, burn a couple extra calories in the process.
My lats are getting hard. Oh!
It's going straight
My
to your
delts
lats.
are getting domed. Not boned.
My delts are getting boned tonight.
This is gonna be my test.
I don't even know what that means.
All right.
Okay, yeah, this is good. So we're
Pop-Tarts.
saying Pop-Tarts. Will it protein bar? Yes! Protein bars are a magical treat that fuel your muscles. IKEA is a magical place where people pay to build their own furniture. So what happens when you combine the two? Well, say hello to the IKEA protein bar, aka Muskel Skarsgård. That's just Swedish for muscles, and then just I put Skarsgård in there because, you know,
He's Swedish.
he's an
The whole
actor.
family.
Yeah.
Whole family of actors. Alright, so we're gonna open this thing. I want you to look at that. I just want you to look in there.
I'm gonna do what I typically do. I just dump it.
And then you've got the instructions, of course. So usually what I'll do is I'll just kind of.
I just look at the front of the instructions to know what I'm supposed to be building, but never open.
Yep. Now these pieces here, Josh, do not appear to be edible.
There's no protein in them.
Okay. Now what else have you done here?
Alright, so I took lingonberry jam and I mixed that with vegan hemp protein, and then I took mashed potatoes and mixed that with vegan hemp protein. Then that is Swedish crisp bread made from rye, vegan hemp protein, and then meatballs and gravy.
And what is this adhesive?
Protein goo.
The thing I'm most excited about is I have a distinct sensation that when I get to the end of this, there's not going to be any parts left over.
Yeah. When there's
Hold
only
on, you're not
4.
doing it like the picture, man. I think you're doing it in a way that makes more sense, but the picture clearly has the top fitting inside of there.
Well, you know.
You did it wrong, man.
I did do it wrong, but
I don't think mine's going to stand up.
it's
though.
already done. So
I'm going to try, though. I'm going to see how good this adhesive works.
It's also
I'm gonna
pronounced
see how good this adhesive tastes.
Skarsgård.
Scottish Gordon.
That is real.
Just tastes like icy. That's pretty good. Okay. So
I'm doing it like they said, Josh.
You're
and
both
then-
doing great.
So what is it? This is like an entertainment console.
That's exactly what it
Oh.
is.
Television up here. Put your VCR down here.
It's an entertainment console.
You just rocked my world with that pun. All right. So these.
Leave Daddy alone!
That's loud.
Kids, get out of here!
Um,
I don't need your help. No, I don't need your help.
oh. What's this piece?
That's the meatball.
All right. I'm going to enjoy this, I believe, as was intended, and that is to get. Is this is both meat?
No, crisp bread. So that should be on the bottom.
The
Like a
crisp
little
bread is hard to bite into.
A little smørrebrød.
No, I don't have the right size mouth for this.
I literally cannot bite into the bread.
IKEA, sometimes you gotta sacrifice quality, you know. 'cause
I'm
it's
sorry
easy.
I'm to insult the chef, but I'm going to have to go for one piece of bread.
That bread is inedible. You got to take that part off. Like, I can't get it. I can't get through that.
I think I'm going to hurt myself if I keep trying that.
Really meant more for structural integrity.
Okay.
Okay, just go. I'll get down to this.
So the lingonberry and the mashed potatoes.
Very structurally sound.
Thank you.
This is tough. This is a tough moment.
Hey, the flavor is nice, though.
Right?
Once my jaw got through it.
It's literally like
It is
eating
over.
furniture. I mean, it's no different.
You know what? I really love the vision. And I even like the execution. but
disabled or
the part where
something
we tried
because
to eat
like
it
you can't swim.
didn't work out so well.
At
It's
all.
important to some.
IKEA, will it protein bar? No.
It's free. Don't tell anybody. It's free.
Again, your first bottle is customized and free.
You can get your first bottle of Curology for free.
Curology was able to help me feel more confident.
Just want to put your best foot forward or your best face forward.
I had really bad acne, especially on my cheek area. Real talk, that was the most self-conscious I've ever been in my life. Thankfully, I found Curology. It literally is night and day.
When you sign up, you're paired with a licensed provider who's there to answer all your questions.
Here's the best part. Your own personalized night cream that is created for you and your specific skin.
So this little bottle right here, this is basically like Nick at night.
Basically, you're going to want to think of it like getting your own custom suit, but for your face. In order for a suit to fit and look good, you have to get it custom made for you. So it's just really nice to have a process already and not have to think.
I know most guys don't really care about skincare that much, even though they should, because like that's literally your skin. But that is the first thing that people look at. You could just use the formula in the beginning, just to like get the hang of it, you know?
All you're going to have to do is pay the shipping and handling fee of $4.95. That's like a cup of coffee, bro.
Literally, if you have $5 laying around and you've been wanting to try it out for a while, perfect opportunity.
We gotta give Josh credit. He makes some amazing things that you get to enjoy watching us enjoy eating. But as part of the Mythical Kitchen launch, we knew we wanted to start posting videos that teach you how to make some of the amazing things that we've gotten to enjoy.
So you can enjoy them.
So go over there to the Mythical Kitchen channel, subscribe, click that bell. There's a video right now where Josh teaches you how to make the In-N-Out animal style mac and cheese.
Yes.
So it's good. Check it
Real
out.
good.
Subscribe it up. Every week we're going to be posting recipes and other series over there. So
Yes. Okay, Buca de Beppo is great because as a family man, I like a family meal plan that the whole family can stand. But is Buca de Beppo still good when the family's trying to pump iron? We're calling this one Buca de Big Boy.
it is a big boy.
Whoa.
So I guess I'm just gonna open it from this end, and then we're gonna unsheath it.
Yeah, unsheath it. They're known for doing things big there. They got those extra large meatballs. Everything's family style.
Oh, that's a strong scent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Kind of
Wanna grab the bark from the inside?
kind of gonna ramp it out. There we go.
Oh.
Up.